So hello, today we are at Easton Manor in Essex and we're going to look at the classic and interesting car show. So let's have a look. So we're right in the middle of winter now. Today's weather is around 2 degrees. Bit breezy but dry, that's the main thing. So this car park, or this forecourt, is absolutely packed. So we start off with this Maserati. I believe it's called an MC20. I've got no idea what I'm sort of looking at, but it's a beautiful car. That door.
Oh, that tiny little one. Yeah.
The weather though, you know what I see the other day near France and
Yeah, well, we paid for it 602.
It's got carbon fibre discs. From the ultra modern to the ultra old. Look at this old Ford.
Sold the Merc, by the way, yeah, and I've got this one now here, just as the other day. But I bought another one. If you ever fancy that,
I think I could work on this car. Look at it. Well, basic. So this gentleman's got this amazing Model T Ford and he's going to just tell us a little bit about it. Yeah, so what can you tell us about this car?
This is a 1913 Ford Model T. They made more than 15 million.
15 million?
15 million, yeah.
Okay.
During 1909 to 1927, then they introduced the Ford Model A, which I've got as well. This is 1913, it's a Manchester built in Trafford Park example. There's probably 3 or 4 of these left in the world.
You're joking.
And,
did you say 3 or 4?
3 or 4, yeah, but they made loads and loads of different body types, and this is particularly rare because 1913 was just before the First World War.
Yes.
And 3 other Model Ts made in this location were sent as ambulances to over to France. A lot of them got blown up and buried in ditches and things like that.
So they never returned?
Never returned, no. So this is vanadium steel. This generator here, it's actually a non-standard one. It's slightly bigger than you would normally get. You put
It's a generator?
water in the top and carbide rocks in the bottom, and you set this to 3 drips or 2 drips every 3 seconds. It generates acetylene gas through the pipes to the headlamps. It's explosive and very dangerous. You've got the bung lamps on the side, either side of the bulkhead, which are lit with a match, kerosene lamps. There's alterations to it because that's what happens when you have old cars. Bits fall off and break. few years ago, the top of the piston blew off, the conrod bent, and the crankshaft snapped. And apparently that happens every so 100 years. So I replaced with second-hand parts, about £232, and it's all back up and running. And it's like lawnmower technology. The driving itself is totally different to a conventional car. You've got the throttle on the left, the timing on the right.
Yes, he's talking about the pedals.
Yeah. So what happens is when you start the car, this is a mixture screw here, which a needle valve goes directly into the carburettor. You flood the carburettor with petrol. You fully retard the timing and put a little bit of throttle on it. This is the handbrake, and when you're driving it, this is the brake, the one on the right. This is reverse, and with the handbrake half forward, that pedal left down is first. This all the way forward, that pedal up is second. And to stop the thing in an emergency, you put your feet on all three pedals, and hopefully the back locks up. But the brakes are not optional. The brakes slow the engine down, and the brakes are transmitted through the prop shaft to the back wheels.
Oh.
So if you look on the wheels, there are no brakes on the actual wheels.
Right, so it's directly through the prop shaft.
Through the prop shaft, it generates the drive from the engine to the back wheels, and it also stops it.
So like a gentleman said, it's got no drum brakes as such. It's actually direct braking from the engine. Can't actually do that.
That goes to a ball joint further about here underneath.
Yep.
And what happens is the axle twists, and so does the back. So the body twists as well, and that allows it to be flexible enough to stick to the road, in theory. When I had an excessive knocking noise on the ball joint down there, a Model T specialist asked me in detail how loud was the knock, and I said, well, it's quite a heavy knock. And he said, well, is it a little knock or a heavy knock? And I said, it's a heavy knock. He said, right, the reason I'm asking is that what you do is you take the ball joint apart, and you either put a 1p piece or a 2p piece in there, and we smack it with grease and then tighten it back up again. And I did that, and I've not heard anything since, and it's as tight as a drum.
Unbelievable. Let me have a look underneath.
And also within Model Ts, there's actually a cooker that goes onto the manifold, so you can theoretically drive along and cook your food on the way to where you're going to. There's a recipe online. If you look up Model T recipes, then you can cook your food, arrive where you're going to, and then open the bonnet, get your food out, your sausages and your burger.
Do you know anybody that's actually done this?
Yeah, I've done it.
Oh, you've done it yourself?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
But it's a big following if you look up on online.
Can we look at the engine? Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
possible? Oh wow, yeah, it's very basic, isn't it?
Actually, I've these are where the core plugs are, and this is where the core plugs are. And as you can see, I've found some old 1p pieces from 1913, and I've stuck them over the core plug.
Unbelievable.
So as you can see, also I've got a few leaky core plugs, and once again the specialist said to me, if ever the core plugs come out, what you do is you stop at the side of the road, you get your penknife out, not that I have a penknife, and you whittle a piece of wood from a branch into the size of the hole in the engine, and you use a hammer to wedge it in there until you can get out.
So there's not much pressure then?
Not much pressure, no.
It's
no,
an
no.
actual penny.
That's actually a penny, but it's stuck over the core plug. The core plug is underneath. It's literally just for show.
Yeah, I understand.
Grease points. So to grease this steering column, you turn a quarter of a turn every so. But the technology in those days, if you can look at this one here, this is the throttle. This throttle is operated from a lever here on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
What happens is this is an arm with a ball joint on it. It goes around the back of the inlet manifold to the carburettor, and this adjusts the speed of the car. Now if you look at the play and look at the down here,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
this actually moves the carburettor and makes it go faster and slower.
Oh, yeah.
So, but if that angle is not right, if that's not upright, that will not work. So you have to continually maintain. And the choke, most chokes are thick these days, but if you look at this brass piece of wire, that's the choke here, and that's operated from the front of the radiator just there. So that's the radiator, that's the
choke.
choke, yes.
So although it's quite simple to work on, it's still a lot of skill in adjusting everything.
There's a lot of skill in actually getting everything right all at once, and it does take a while to kind of get used to how to drive it, and anticipation, because if you're going 30 or 40 miles an hour and there's a car stopped up front, you do need to know how to handle the car and make it stop safely and
So
in
you
time.
need to be more than a driver, you need to be a bit of a mechanic.
You do, absolutely. But it's great fun. I would thoroughly recommend anyone who's got a bit of lawnmower technology experience of working on cars, lawnmowers, this is the car for you, because if we walk around here...
Lawnmower technology, I like that.
Yeah, no worries. In here is everything to take the car apart basically and work on it, banners and all sorts of emergency kit. Of course the polish as well, most important thing. Anyway, this gentleman's asked me to move.
Alright, well we'll see it. We'll see this fine vehicle start up then. Thank you very much for your time. Oh, just walk it back, okay.
That's alright. That's alright.
Is it in gear?
That's the key.
Oh, what a nice fella. Oh, like he was saying to me, it starts when it wants to start. Let's have a little look around. We've got some fine escorts there. like some of these modern cars are having trouble getting up the grass. Oh!
Yeah, I know.
Brings back a lot of memories. I had a couple of these. I was just going to try and get up the muddy slope. This fine gentleman's got his dog called Millie. Look at that lovely coat.
He's a good girl, isn't he? He's a good girl. You've been a good girl today, haven't you? Hey, you have.
We always buy the best. You've got to look after them, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You keep it warm though.
Oh yeah, brilliant. That's lovely. Well, the Missy treated me, so we treat her. It's got everything for her.
Yeah, sure.
Everything. She's brilliant. So her name was Valerie and we changed it to Millie. Hey Millie, eh? Because you're a good girl, aren't you? You like this,
What's
don't
your
you?
favourite car been here today? You
Sorry?
got a favourite?
Oh, well, we've only been here 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Ford person.
You're Ford like
Yeah,
me.
but we've got the Mini. We've got a red one like that over there.
Yeah.
But favourite is Ford all day long, that Capri. I mean, it's here, it's unbelievable. Mrs. loves it down here.
All right, nice talking
It
to
is.
you anyway.
And yourself,
Yeah,
mate.
good on you, mate.
And yourself. You have a
Look
good
after
day.
yourself. I think I'll keep the leg there, it's nice and warm that exhaust.
I built it, I got it IVA'd last December as a standard road car. So it's got, and then registered it in March, it's got the new plate, and then from there took it to bits and you're right. We've done it a while ago, a year in a car.
Did it in a car years ago, and then Rob and I did it
2 weeks around Europe on bikes a couple of days ago. The first day, got a big steak behind, a few beers, and then went round
Beautiful, isn't it? Turbo as well. It's like the guy said, maiden voyage.
Cheers, guys. Have a good one. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
It's a nice car. Ford Consul GT. No, hold on. Ford Consul Capri GT 1963. Just look at the detail.
Yeah, after a while, when you then became pretty much only people, they were kind of dictating all the time.
Best car of the show, this.
It's different.
Yeah. You never intend.
Makes me happy, makes me feel this way. Ain't nobody loves me better. Ain't nobody loves me better. Ain't nobody loves me better. Makes me happy, makes me feel this way. Ain't nobody loves me better. Ain't nobody loves me better. Ain't nobody loves me better.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
It's three-tone. It's grey, dark grey and rust.
I like it.
Yeah. That's how it should be.
Give me life.
To have a great day. Go warm up. Go and thaw out. See you later, guys. Thank you.
What we're looking at here is something quite incredible. It's a 1927 Peerless 3.7 litre 680 taxi cab, and it says here it's an ex-New York taxi cab. It's the sole survivor worldwide. Restored in the 90s and again in 2019. Look at it. So just think about that. 1929 in New York. Can you imagine the conversations that would have been had in the back of this cab? And now it's in Essex. Let's have another look inside the back. Never know, it could have picked up Lauren Hardy and Buster Keaton. Look at that. You never know what you're going to bump into on these events. So if you do visit Little Easton Manor, the car show, right next door we have this fantastic 12th century church which is always open, and I'll just give you a quick walk-in tour. Just have a look. What an incredible church this is. Very ancient frescoes. Look at this. This is one of the old royal crests. So if we go in here, these windows are dedicated to the US British forces World War II. Some of the best furniture and memorials are definitely at the East End. So many prominent families were based in this area for centuries. So it's best to have a look yourself and spend a bit of time in here. It's just something else, isn't it? Like I say, it's always open. So I was unable to get here on time as I normally do, so I sort of arrived at 11. This event opens at 10, but some of the cars will get here from about 9:30, I think. So you can see it's more or less all finished now.
Baby, I would rather be dead. Baby, I would rather be there. You're there.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you very much.